Distinguished colleagues, friends all, thank you for inviting me to today's brainstorming dialogue about the role of the circular economy in more sustainable production and consumption. Improvements in efficiency over recent years have led to less material consumption per unit of GDP. That said, our analysis projects that global material use will more than double by 2060 compared to a decade ago. ASEAN as a bloc is said to be the fifth largest global economy and is home to more than 660 million people. You have made remarkable progress in raising incomes, reducing poverty, and integrating into the world economy over the past decade. But with more materials being used, more waste is being generated. As a large and growing region of the world, significant opportunities exist, therefore, to improve your resource productivity. Indeed, this is precisely what the ASEAN Community Vision 2025 sets out to do, improving living standards while striving for more sustainable and efficient use of material resources. We welcome ASEAN's commitment to prioritize the circular economy through the framework for circular economy for the ASEAN Economic Community adopted last October. As that framework emphasizes, circular economy practices can also provide more jobs and more resilient livelihoods that are less vulnerable to shocks. Indeed, countries can leapfrog resource-intensive development paths by adopting circular economy alternatives that are resilient to climate change and resource constraints, minimizing costs and risks over the long term. As a consumption and production powerhouse, a more circular economy will be especially important for a global manufacturing hub like ASEAN, and it will be a key element for future competitiveness through reduced material intensity, waste, and improved industrial innovation. While resource productivity has increased, progress differs between countries and more remains to be done. This is especially true for plastic, where we are facing a growing pollution challenge. Our latest Global Plastics Outlook highlights that plastic waste production has more than doubled over the past 2 decades, yet only 9% is currently recycled. Inadequate collection and disposal of plastic waste on land is also leading to 1.7 million tons of plastic flowing into the ocean every year. And 5 of the world's top 10 countries ranked for their annual plastic leakage into the ocean are from this region. The OECD is working closely with ASEAN to tackle the challenges of marine plastic pollution. We are working with governments to identify policies which can provide incentives for more efficient resource use for both producers and consumers throughout the full life cycle of products. We are advising about the use of instruments such as taxes on plastic packaging or recycled content targets as a way to create financial incentives to reduce the production and the use of plastics, while promoting policies that foster circular design, enhance their durability, and favor reuse and repair. We need to continue on this path, and we need to continue to create incentives for recycling and sorting at the source of production. A key step is limiting or phasing out single-use plastics and microplastics, and moving towards better management and end-of-life treatment of plastic waste. And ultimately, we need to reduce demand for plastics and ensure that the plastics we do use are designed from the start with consideration of their collection, treatment, and reuse. The OECD is committed to strengthening and further developing our engagement with the region. Going forward, we will continue working with you, including through the OECD Southeast Asia Regional Programme and our Green Recovery Workstream, to help meet the goals of your Vision 2025. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share a few thoughts with you.